Have you ever noticed that we no longer talk about what things cost? If you walk into a dealership in Berlin or a showroom in New Jersey, the salesperson won't ask if you can afford a $60,000 car. They'll ask if you can afford $400 a month. It's a subtle shift in language, but it's the reason why a generation of people earning more money than their parents ever dreamed of are still living paycheck to paycheck. We've stopped buying products, and we've started buying monthly cycles. Let's look at a realistic scenario for a young professional in the West. Let's say you're earning $4,500 after tax. On paper, that's a great life. But then the system begins its work. $1,800 goes to rent or a mortgage, $400 for that SUV you needed for the commute, $150 for the iPhone on a payment plan, $200 for the student loan, $300 for groceries, $100 for the gym and various streaming subscriptions. By the time you pay for a few dinners out and a tank of gas, that $4,500 has evaporated. You aren't poor. You have a nice car and a 5G signal, but you are structurally stuck. You are working 40 hours a week just to maintain the right to keep your subscriptions active for another 30 days. The danger of only $400 a month is that it's designed to fit perfectly within your margin of error. If I asked you to give me $24,000 today for a car, you'd hesitate. You'd look at your savings and feel the weight of that capital leaving your life. But $400? $400 is just a weekend away. It's a few nights out. It feels manageable. But here is the math we choose to ignore. That $400 a month over a 5-year loan at a standard interest rate isn't just the price of the car. It's the opportunity cost of your freedom. If you took that same $400 and placed it into a simple index fund tracking the S&P 500 with an average return of 8%, in 30 years, that single monthly payment would be worth over $580,000. When you sign for that car, you aren't just trading $400. You are trading a $500,000 retirement for the smell of new leather today. Why do we do this? It's not because we're bad at math. It's because of a psychological phenomenon called payment elasticity. Our brains are wired to prioritize immediate social status over abstract future security. In the US and Europe, we live in comparison economies. Your neighbor doesn't see your brokerage account, but they do see the car in your driveway. We use monthly payments to bridge the gap between who we are and who we want people to think we are. We buy the middle-class starter pack, the financed car, the financed furniture, the financed lifestyle, because the alternative is to look unsuccessful for a few years while we actually build wealth. Financially intelligent people view money differently. They don't look at their monthly cash flow, they look at their net worth velocity. A consumer asks, "Can I fit this payment into my salary?" An investor asks, "How much of my life energy am I trading for this object?" If your car payment requires you to work 5 days every month just to pay for the vehicle that gets you to work, you aren't driving the car. The car is driving you. Real wealth isn't the ability to afford a payment. Real wealth is the ability to walk away from a job you dislike because your monthly expenses are so low that they no longer dictate your choices. The goal isn't to live a life of deprivation. It's to stop being a renter of your own lifestyle. The next time you're offered a low monthly payment, remember that complexity is often used to hide the truth. The truth is simple. Every time you add a monthly obligation, you move the finish line of your financial freedom further away. If this perspective made you see your finances a little differently today, consider subscribing. We'll continue exploring these ideas, one rational step at a time. Until next time.